What game do you think would be good to adapt onto the big screen?
Uh,
One that would work.
I was gonna say Zelda, but they're actually already doing that, aren't they?
Yeah.
Legend of Zelda one.
Well, yeah, obviously you can say that because it hasn't come out yet, so we don't know if it's good or not.
Hmm. And it's just like after the Mario movie, it seems like they could do a similar style film, but in the Zelda universe.
Hmm.
That would work.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, but that's narrative driven.
No, not really. It's got like a very well. It's got more of a narrative than Mario, obviously, but it's got just like a loose thing like Zelda gets kidnapped or whatever,
Right, okay.
and he just goes and tries to save it.
Alright. Anyway, that's like a minute of a random topic before we actually get on to what we're here to do. Just talk about Borderlands. You know, it's like an hour 40 and it's not a very long film.
Yeah, very short.
Yeah. So yeah, are we recommending it?
No, it's not worth watching, is it?
Honestly, like you just can't waste your time. Really, it's pointless.
It doesn't do enough narratively or just like action wise to like warrant your time, does it?
No, obviously you've probably seen the reviews out there already. Other ones just trashing it. Everybody's trashing it. So that's why it's doing so poorly at the box office. It's going to lose about 100 million probably.
Yeah. And they're not saying it's like it's just some random like I've played the games and it's not even good for a fan of the games, is it?
Yeah, and I haven't played it. I've never even seen it before really, and I think it was bad. So it's such for no one.
Yeah. Like a few references if you play the game, like that was alright, I guess.
Yeah.
Obviously that was gonna happen because they can't mess up that bad, can they?
Yeah, right. But with that being said, we still got to discuss it, haven't we? So, like, and why it's bad. So, like, you're probably best off saying what the story is and then relating it to the game. You know?
Yeah. They go a different direction with this one. Like, instead of it starting at the beginning like the original game does, it's like kind of already set up as like their future characters, like what they already are. Which is strange, like, don't know why they changed the plot, you know?
So, there's just no development of the characters.
No.
Yeah, okay.
Because they start off, they don't know each other, and they just all got this common goal trying to find the vault and get the treasure, or they think it's treasure inside it, don't
Yeah.
they? And then obviously loads of stuff happens on that journey, and you find out more about the characters and they develop like relationships.
Right, okay.
But it has nothing to do with that, really, does it?
No, they're just like getting. Well, there's like two physical keys and there's a human key.
Yeah.
Basically. The three things are going to open this vault. So they're just going around getting this stuff, basically.
Yeah. And then, like, they're not doing it because they want to open it and get a treasure or whatever, see what's inside. They're doing it because they're forced to do it.
Yeah. By the bad guy in the movie.
Yeah. And he's like the CEO of Atlas Corporation, which is one of like the big corporations that make weapons, I think.
Okay.
And they just like go to like different locations, then they like not much reason.
Yeah, like I said before we started filming, it seemed like they were just doing like a tick box exercise, really. Like, oh, we gotta get this place in it. Oh, we gotta go here. What can we write to make them go here, So I think instead of just letting the story take them around.
Yeah. And do you think it was a bit random how she instantly just found that girl? Think about it, any like difficulty really?
Yeah.
And she was just in a scrapyard somewhere, like how the hell did you find her?
Yeah, I just don't really understand what happened there, to be honest. Like how she even did it. Like you say, it's like a massive area and it's covered.
It's a barren wasteland, and then she just instantly zones in on it.
I don't know. I don't know what happened.
And they say like that robot claptrap could find it or whatever. Said her last name location. I don't know, it was a bit random one.
Yeah. It was just badly written in general, though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like, as we've alluded to, the story's a bit all over the place.
And you just can't get the development of the characters because in the games are like at least 15-hour long campaigns on it.
Yeah.
And then this is obviously like not even in it 2 hours.
That's it.
And you just can't get that like relationship development and all that.
Yeah. Then obviously it was cast badly as well, wasn't it?
Hmm.
Like, I don't think anyone was cast well, really.
No.
Especially Jamie Lee Curtis. I said, like, that was just so weird to me. Like, her character. So she was trying to act like a robot. Like, I have no idea what the game is like, and who she was playing. But just the way she was talking was just so fake.
Yeah. Like, I don't know what the hell was happening as well because, like, the ages of the characters are just wildly off. Like, he said, didn't you, before we started, Kate Blanchett playing some, like, 20 to 30-year-olds when she's, how old is she?
Gotta be in her 50s, right?
Like, that didn't work, did it?
No. And like, I wanted to say, like she'd go to like a new place, which I kind of got the vibe that she'd never like even seen a video game. Like she didn't even know they exist. Like she'd like just go to a place, and then like from her research, she just like stand there. Like when you first go somewhere in a game, your character's just standing there on like in a pose or whatever. She'd do that. She'd like turn up at a place and she'd just be standing there. And then she'd start walking or something. I don't know. Felt like she just like watched some videos or something on YouTube and she was like, oh, I'm just gonna pick that up there. That's good enough. I'll do that.
It's like when they transition from a cutscene to real gameplay.
That's not in film. People are always moving, aren't they? You just go into a place and action's already happening. But in a game, you're conscious like. I turned up here, nothing's happened before I turned up here. But in a film, it's all happening and we're just viewing it, aren't we?
Yeah.
You just can't do that.
Yeah, very odd.
Yeah. What about the way it looks as well? Like, what? Is it a similar style to the games, like the art style?
The games are cel-shaded, you know what that means?
What?
Cel-shaded.
No.
Like, kind of comic booky.
Right, okay.
Look. I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain, isn't it? Like, they've got dark edges to like the skin or whatever, and like the nose is like the shadows are like darker.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
So, like, it's not like, I don't know what this even art style is for that game, but yeah.
No, it's just cartoonish, really.
Yeah, it's just like colourful, but real life props, so it didn't work, did it?
No.
I mean, obviously it just looks really ugly.
Yeah.
And you probably tell that from the trailer. And have it on screen, I mean, you've probably already seen it. It's just really bad.
That's it, yeah.
Really bad looking.
Yeah.
And you wanted to ask, do you think games work as films? And we have a few examples, like video game films, haven't we? So I don't know if it can work, can it?
Yeah. Well, we already said about Mario, but that's not the same, is it really? But you said Mortal Kombat, but again, that's not like a narrative-driven thing, is it? It's just like a fighting game, really. Like any normie can play.
Yeah. And Mario is animated, so you get the whole different dynamic of it.
Yeah. But what about, say, like, doesn't have to be Borderlands, like that might just not work at all, but say, I don't know, what's like a narrative game? Just a random one. That's like, not set in our world. Just like a fake thing.
Not like really heavily narrative, like.
Yeah.
That's all you play the game for, basically.
Well, similar to Borderlands, that sort of thing. It's just kind of like a open world sort of, but it's kind of like a campaign.
Maybe like Halo's one.
Yeah. Oh yeah, obviously they've already done a series on that.
And that's it.
Yeah, something that hasn't had it done yet.
It's got a bit of a different setting. Like, it's pretty similar. Like, it's got like sci-fi elements, Borderlands, and thinking maybe Mass Effect.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So is that like a series?
Yeah, there's loads of games. I think there's like 5 or something.
Right. Okay. So basically, what I'm thinking is like, so you just get the first movie, right? And you just take like a really small part of the first game and do it in the order of the game. So basically, you make about, if you're gonna do the whole series of games, then it takes you about 20 movies. Because what's the negative of that?
And if people watch them, then there's no negatives.
Exactly. So why cram it in to an hour and a half? What's the point of it? Because it seems to me like Borderlands, they got the whole of the Borderlands franchise and crammed it into one movie. It's like they didn't want to make another one.
It was just a soulless cash grab on it to make a game, like a film about this game.
Yeah, it's a cash grab where they got like when they try and grab the cash, they end up getting mugged. It was like 100 million. Very stupid. Yeah, but all I'm saying is like you got to develop the characters only. It's not the sort of thing where you can just drop in and get on with it. Like you just can't do that because there's so much to the game. Like you don't just go from one place to the next in the game. Like you spend like hours doing other stuff in between.
Yeah, you spend hours in like one area, don't you? And do loads of quests and stuff in that one area.
Yeah, so just pick one story and take it through. So like develop them like, any movie that's like 3 or 4 parts does. It develops the characters. Obviously you gotta have some sort of conclusion after the first movie, but you can't do it like they did it in this one. They just cram it in. That robot was alright though, wasn't he? What's his name?
Claptrap.
He was great. Made me laugh a couple of times actually. It's just like that classic video game humour, dialogue. Just like a little weirdo, basically. Like he's just like comedic relief for the film, for the game.
Stupid as hell.
Yeah, and he just does stupid stuff, and then just just keeps you interested in the game. Really, there's something funny going on.
And he's also a good plot device for like something bad happens. He like causes something bad to happen, and he might be an idiot.
Yeah. But yeah, that's the story of the Borderlands film. Film for which I think we're giving him 1.5 stars, are we? I don't know why we're giving it that. I think it should be less personally, but
Give it less.
Yeah. That's why I give it a 1 personally.
1.
Yeah. Yeah, because thinking about it, like all the stuff we've said, it was, like we were comparing it to Bike Riders, which we gave a 1.5. But at least that was well made. It was well shot and there's some decent acting in it. I can't even say that for this, and I can't say the story was good. Even though it had a little bit of a story.
More than Bike Riders have.
Yeah. But sometimes the filmmaking is more important. The story was just terrible, I thought, in this. Really, really hated it.
I just wanted to quickly say that she used the Infinity Pistol from the game. But she didn't use it correctly.
Oh, right.
She was shooting it like a sniper. It's like a fully automatic pistol. So I don't know what the hell was going on there.
Right, okay. Yeah. And then, just to finish it off, I heard like that woman, she was in our seat, wasn't she? Basically this fat dude and this old woman. And for some reason, when I looked at because I always look at the seat layout before I go to see if anyone's booked next to us, because then I'll just change seats or something. I'd seen they were on like the end of our row and we were the opposite end, so I was like, right. So it must have been them too, But then for some reason, like, the fat dude's just right in the middle of the row, and then she's like halfway down one side, and they were together.
No, they're sitting next to each other.
Yeah. And then I was like, oh, I think you're in our seat, you know?
Hmm.
And she just like wasn't comprehending what I was saying, and the dude was like, oh, you're in the seat. And she moved over, not realizing that I was gonna have to sit like right next to her, you know, so for all four of us to fit. And then they just left after 10 minutes, I think, because they messed up. It was just like, just sit in your seats. Why don't people do that? You know, you gotta realise it's opening weekend. People are gonna be there, aren't they? It's not gonna be empty.
Yeah, it's just a pet peeve of ours, and having to sit next to people.
Yeah, you're like, it wouldn't. I don't mind it sitting next to people as long as they're like all right and they're not like being loud.
Like obviously when we watched Deadpool, we had to sit next to people because the cinema was full.
Yeah,
But you know, you understand that because it was full.
yeah, right.
But this, it had like 5 people in it.
Yeah, but then like when we went to see Decision to Leave, for example, I thought that was better sitting next to loads of people because they all wanted to see the movie, didn't they? So it was completely silent. It's just a better atmosphere when you're going with these normies, especially maybe like Borderlands.
Yeah, which doesn't hold your attention.
Yeah. They're just there, they're eating, aren't they, and everything, it's nice. Yeah, just wanted to get that in there, because not very often it happens, to be fair.
Alright, leave a comment saying which game you think should be made into a film. Or if they even should make them into films.
Yeah, is it even possible?
I'm gonna throw my hat in the ring for another one and say Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah.
For kids, make it an animated kids
Well,
film.
yeah, that would 100% work. Yeah, I'd pay to see that.